What's going on, everyone? It's Zay from Union Arena HQ, and I'm here at Bandai Card Fest in Orlando with
Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan. What did you do today?
I got second place at the Union Arena tournament here at Bandai Card Fest.
So that's amazing. Jonathan got second place. And what did you play?
I played Sukuna.
Sukuna. Okay. Before we get into it, any shout-outs?
Shout outs to my boy Anto, T-Mac, everyone over in the English community Discord. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to all the judges that I'm friends with out here and whoever worked the staff. Everything went smooth.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, so it's just all standard. Sukuna, we got the UGs. We got the Fornabara.
Fade away. That's all that clown is. I mean, that's a clown. Come on.
Before Eno's really good.
That's the count.
So we're playing 12.
That's what it does, though.
Eno's really good just to apply early pressure. It's a 2K body. They have to deal with it. So just 12 zeros.
And it's a draw trigger?
It is a draw trigger. So both Nabar and Eno are draw triggers.
So that's really good for going through your deck, digging for fingers.
Yep.
And you like that better than the 1000 body that has no trigger that attacks and draws one and drop one?
Yes, I'd rather have consistency to filter through my deck to see the pieces I need to get the game closed as quick as possible. From there, we played 2 Gojos. Gojo is just a double energy producer, 2500 body. One of my rounds, I did put him up into the field to use him as a beat stick just to apply that pressure.
So 2 was good. You didn't feel like you want any more, any less?
2 is perfect.
Yes, it's really important to have that non-rateable energy, right? So that
Exactly. And then we got the best 2-drop in the game.
that's 2 drop. Okay, let's see it.
Maki.
Maki. Now.
Don't mind that one, I'm poor.
Okay.
So we'll just hide her back here.
Anyway, hide that one.
We played 4 Makis.
Wait, hold on. You played 3.5, right?
3.5. Yeah. 2-drop. Look at the top 2. Choose one. Put one in the trash. So you're filtering your game plan. If you search the top 2, you're finding a finger. You're putting the finger and taking the other card to hand. Simple as that. And then once you have 4 or more event cards in the trash, she gets a 1500 boost. It's a good defensive tool.
Now that's pretty good. I've been big on 4 Makis in this deck. I've had some of my teammates. They've thought about playing less because they said it clogged, but you have no regrets. You wouldn't cut that for anything?
No regrets.
Great. Was there any weird situations where like maybe you saw like a Divergent Fist and a UG and you had to like put one back or?
So it depends on what I've sourced so far. So if I'm playing Maki, she's getting played early. I'm choosing the better of the options. If I'm playing a Maki later, I'm looking through my trash. I'm looking at my hand. What have I saw? And what are the probabilities of seeing another one? So I'm doing all that math in my head when I play a later Maki.
Got it.
I know.
From there, we played pretty standard, the 3-1 UG. It's a double producer. It gets plus 1K when you have a finger in trash. I did not attack with this one a single time this weekend. It was just there to produce energy.
Energy, active trigger. Now,
Yeah.
pretty much standard, maybe probably the only active triggers that you play in the deck. Do you wish you had more active triggers, or like did it save you, or how was it?
Yeah, there's a thought of playing another active trigger, which would be the Nabara. She gives another boost, so that's great. But the deck already has like 95% triggers, so there's no point. But yeah, pretty standard card. Double energy producer gets me to where I need to be. And then we played the 3-2 UG. I hated this card at first. Now I love it. It just mitigates aggression. The format's becoming very aggressive with all small bodies and stuff like that, and it just helps. I saw 2 red decks today for Code Geass. This card came in super clutch for both of those matchups.
Like you said, it really punishes that early aggression. It's also a double energy. You have more raid targets. I'm assuming you're not, you're playing the 4-drop Sukuna because I didn't see
Yes.
the 2-drop. So all in all, good card.
All in all.
Was it any scenario where like maybe you drew it too many or like you didn't want to use the AP? Did it like stay in your hand or it was just pretty easy to summon it?
So I found myself dumping this card off of some of my searches. Depending on the matchup, I would keep the other matchups. I'm probably dumping it if I find, a draw 2 off the starter deck Sukuna. I'm probably dumping that because I probably don't need it at that point in time. Yes, it is a name, but depends where the board state is. But yeah, hated it at first, now I love it. Then we played the 4 Sukuna, pretty standard. Draw 2, pitch 2, and he gets stronger for each finger. So you got 1 finger, he becomes a 5K. 2 fingers, he gets impact 1. But yeah, so 5K body, impact 1 is good. It's a get trigger, so there's not much to really say about this card.
It's not. It's just a great card overall.
Then I played for UG.
3.5.
3.5. Let's hide that one right there. This card came up a lot. I see a lot of people playing this card thinking they need the raid over it all the time. Depends on the situation. I'm probably going to hard cast it just to put a 4K body out. Think of it like Renji Rush a little bit. Where you just put in a 4K body they have to deal with. I don't think this card's good in the mirror, so I was dropping it in the finals.
Hitting it off life too is just so
pretty good.
It's just so good.
Yeah, because I hit it off life a few times, and I just left it in the back, raided it, left it in the back, so I don't screw up my energy line.
Did you ever raid the Sukuna in the back at all, so it
Yes.
doesn't get sniped early?
Yep, in my finals match, I put Sukuna in the back so it didn't die, because it would have died. And it kept me alive. And then from there, we played 2 of the 5-1 Sukunas. I am playing a shrine package in this, as you guys will see. So this being able to find fingers and shrine, and it's also really good in the mirror because it taps down, like, especially the Nanami variant, taps down anomalies. It taps down threats I don't want to deal with or I can't deal with at that point in time.
This card is, yeah.
Go ahead.
It's just a really good card, like you said, that resting. And then if you pair it with another Sukuna in the shrine, it just does a lot of pressure. So.
Yeah, because I get to freeze a body that I don't have an answer to, or I don't want to put in their hand with the Yuji. So freezing that, giving me a turn that I don't have to worry about that card, especially if it's rated. Because if it's rated already, it's just going to stay locked down. If it's not rated and they have a raid target for it, I'm probably not resting a baby that can go into something that can be rated. I'm resting something that's another threat, the next best threat. From there, of course, the 4 fingers.
Shiny fingers.
Shiny fingers. Card's consistency tool, gets the game plan going. A free draw and to restand the AP is amazing. I found myself in situations where I burn myself a lot more. So if it's early game, I'm gonna burn myself.
Really?
Yes.
You answered one of the 2 questions I was gonna ask. It was really gonna be, A, how many times did you burn yourself, if any?
Quite a lot.
And how many games did you win at 0 or 1 finger?
So out of the 8 rounds that we played today, I was able to get 4 fingers in trash 5 of my 8 rounds.
Wow. No wonder you got 2nd place, man.
Well, yeah. And then I died to a good trigger in life, so. But yeah, this card's just consistency tool. I'll burn myself if I have to. It depends on the situation. I actually, on one of my rounds, I was at 2 life. I did burn myself down to 1 to get that last finger in trash, and it drew me into where I needed to be.
So you fingered into a finger of trash?
No, I fingered to draw, because remember, you get the restand. I fingered to draw into a piece that I needed to extend my game so I can win. And that was against Mahito in round 6 that was undefeated.
Amazing.
Then, of course, the standard stuff is for domain. Nothing to say there. Just your final trigger. Divergent. And then Shrine, which came up so much today. Card's insane. People cut it down to 1. I think 2 is the right choice. It gives me also another target to dump if I don't want to see it early game. If I draw it early, I'm gonna dump it because I'm gonna probably find it some way or the other on the other one. Because I mean, card's broke.
So is there any insight that you want to like share with us? Would you play this deck again?
Yes.
Would you recommend it to anybody else? Anything you want to share about any like, insightful stuff?
Yeah. So deck is great. Just put in the time with the deck. I've put in at least 150, 200 matches with this deck, if that, maybe more. The deck can be inherently bricky, and I think, to tell everyone, I chose to go second no matter what this weekend. Second. It increased, I'm playing 12 zeros, it increases, going second, increases my chance of seeing a 0 to 55%.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think all of our blue decks was pretty much the same. But I did see what you were saying. In my personal blue deck, I was playing about 14 zeros to kind of make it less bricky.
Yeah.
But second really went well for you, right?
Yes.
And you would continue with that strategy?
I would continue with going second.
And I guess to close this out, would you, what like were your matchups that you played overall? I don't know if you know them or any stuck out.
I actually wrote them down and put them on X. So round 1 we won against Megumi, Shikigami Rush. Round 2 we went against Gwaine. Round 3 we went against Ashford Aggro. Round 4 we went against an undefeated pizza deck. Round 5 we went against Toto Mahito. Round 6 we went against Lancelot. Round 7 we went against Kurapika. And round 8 we went against Sukuna. So I had a wide range of everything tonight.
Wow. Amazing. So thank you for your time, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll definitely plan to see you again on the channel,
Awesome.
man.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Take
Guys,
care.
Have a good one.